Have you ever been so tired you could fall asleep sitting up, but your legs say, nope, not tonight?
The late boomers. The late boomers. Heart still young, hands still sure. The late boomers still here. We carry on. This is the late boomer.
Greetings, my fellow boomers and fellow wannabe boomers. Welcome to the Boomer Cave / the studio / the guest bedroom. And I am your host, Tom. I didn't really plan on doing anything today, but I was inspired. And this isn't really something that pertains to boomers. This pertains to just about anybody, because what I'm about to talk about, I have dealt with my whole life. Restless legs. I mean, I have had restless legs, and they reared up badly last night. So, what are restless legs? Let me just read. This is a AI rendition, but I think it mostly comes from Wikipedia. And it says Restless Legs Syndrome, RLS, also known as, and I didn't know this, also known as Willis-Ekborn disease, is a neurological disorder characterized by an irresistible urge to move the legs, often accompanied by an uncomfortable sensation like crawling, tingling, or aching. Now, I never have any of those conditions or symptoms. It's never been like that. So it's hard to describe if it's not those things. But the very first thing it mentioned was the irresistible urge to move the legs. When I get up in the middle of the night, or when I wake up and it's an issue, I have to do one of two things. One, I'll do deep knee bends, just right there beside the bed, and I'll have to do around 25 or 30 knee bends. But by the time I fall asleep, they've waited to kick back in after I've fallen asleep, I guess. I don't know when that works. Well, if that doesn't work, the knee bends, I'll have to go to the other room, either on the couch or on the spare bedroom, and kick. I have to be stomach down and just kick. And honestly, I know that I do this while I sleep. Triggers: caffeine, alcohol, tobacco, certain medications such as antihistamines, antidepressants can exacerbate the symptoms. Now, see, caffeine can. I don't drink that much caffeine. I'll definitely have my morning, and I mean early AM coffee. So by bedtime, it usually wears off. And I have not had alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't chew. Certain medications, antihistamines. I don't take any of these things. Now, one thing I do know really, really, well, you know what? I may have just solved my own problem. Yesterday was a lazy day. We spent the whole day inside, didn't do a thing. And I ended up raiding the pantry. So what I was about to say, I remember when they would go into overdrive after I had eaten a batch of chocolate chip cookies. I love to make chocolate chip cookies from scratch. And I began to piece things together and realized, I guess the sugar or the chocolate was sparking it off. And so sugar for sure. And I just now realized, since we were moping around watching I Love Lucy, but then I'd go back and raid the kitchen. I would get these strawberry frosted cookies that Kathy had bought for the grandkids, and I was just munching down on them throughout the day. And you know what? I bet that's what it was. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else sugary that I ate. Maybe. The whole weekend was kind of a blur. I know I had some Lucky Charms, and that's pure sugar. I don't know if that was yesterday as well. It may have been. So I may have solved my own problem right there. but I have been prescribed propenorol, and it does work. It you take it before you go to bed, and it does work. But I have read some horrible side effects can happen. So I told the doc, I was like, I don't want propenorol. I mean, it really does help. Makes how I go to sleep just fine. Gabapentin kind of helps too. But he finally prescribed an pramipexole. There we go. Pramipexole, which, there's that OLE. So I guess it's related to propenorol. I don't know. But he prescribed this instead of propenorol because of my concerns. But I haven't looked to see what this might, what the side effects of this might be. And I did not take these last night. So they do help, but not as well as propenorol. So there you have it. You're looking at a really exhausted guy. So anyway, any of you guys, do you guys have anything like restless legs? Sometimes my wife says she gets restless arms. I saw a person say on Reddit, they get restless body. They just get it all over. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing to shake. I mean, it literally shake when it keeps you from getting the sleep you need. Oh, it's just terrible. So as I asked, do you have restless legs? What do you do for restless legs? Do you take medicines for it? Do you have any over the counter things that might help? Let me know in the comments. Tell me what do you do? Do you have this? When do you get it? Do you get it all day? Is it predominant at night, like it was described by Wikipedia/AI? Let me know in the comments, guys. It's a horrible thing, and I feel for you. And if anything, we can just bond together right now and have a restless RLS club, I guess. All right. Well, that's it for today. I'm gonna go now and shake my legs some more. I'm doing it. I'm shaking everything. I didn't even realize I was doing it. And there I was going for it. And it's embarrassing too. You're in public or at a doctor's office or something like that. And you're just going like this. I remember Kathy and we would be dating and she's like, "Are you nervous? Is there something wrong? Are you nervous?" I go, "No." And it was to the point it was embarrassing her. She just kind of put her hand on my knees to try, thinking that would settle it down. And that's the worst thing you can do when you've got restless legs and something feels like it's binding them. It makes it a lot worse. Thanks for chiming in. If any of this pertains to you, I'd love to hear from you. Please like or subscribe and leave a comment. And it would definitely help us out. And my wife and I would truly appreciate it. Thanks and love you guys. And just know God loves you. Take care. Bye-bye.